I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come in the room. This is going to be your love reading. Sagittarius, I literally just washed my hands. Hopefully, they don't look horrible. This is going to be your love reading, Sag. What we're going to do here is we're going to do your current energy. So that's going to be this week, basically, all the way up until Saturday. And then we're going to get the next week, one full week of next week, and then the last week of this year going into next year. So what we're going to do, we're going to get your current energy here for you, Sagittarius, in your love. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you today. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming out here. Hey, OT. Hello, Maureen. Let me make sure I'm saying your name right. Marlena. Hey, Star Eyes. Hello, hello. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Sagittarius. Let's get your energy as far as love now. You're going to get 2 current now cards. Let's get your current energy now. And no matter how these fall, it's the way we're going to read it. If it's in reverse, we're going to read it in reverse. If it's upright, it's upright. Just because of the cards that I'm using, I actually think it'll be better that way. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's coming out. Here you have the Empress in the upright, which is really good. And you have the, look at you, your current energy. Now, this could be duties of parent duties, right? Now, some of you guys could be a full-blown baby mama, or you are a spouse. So this is saying what you are right now. Okay? Maybe you're in mommy mode. Maybe you're taking care of your parents. You know, your kids are out the house and you're taking care of your parents. You're taking care of somebody, right? It's saying that you're in a very nurturing state. You're in a very nurturing state currently. But guess what's happening? You're not nurtured. You feel that fully. And you have this nurturing aspect to you where you have to take care of your kids, take care of your mom. You know, you could be taking care of people, what you do for a living. You guys could be nurses or whatever it is that you know, you guys are always so nurturing. But the thing is with you, you're not nurtured. You're not being cared on. You're not being loved on properly. That's the problem that you're experiencing right now. And the sad part about it is if you are in a relationship, you're definitely not. And that would be your problem. Okay. Now the 8 of Pentacles came out at the bottom of the deck, and it came out in reverse. So one thing that I can say here with you, I don't want you to be too hard on yourself. For some of you guys, this is making me feel that like you feel like you have to be perfect, or something has to be perfect on you in order for you to get a relationship, or you know, certain things have to be perfect in order for you to be happy, and that's just not true. I just think that at this moment, you guys are working on yourself. I do believe that you're not focused as much as you should be. And that's okay. Because again, like I said, I feel like you got different responsibilities and all that other stuff. And so you're not as focused as you need to be on your money, on yourself, on your body, and your health. Please take care of that. But I do see that you're going to be, you're trying to move or be more so in that space where you are being more nurturing towards you. Okay, even though it's not happening on this end, even though there's not a lot of people who are, you know, I should say that's, you know, willing to give you that, you will be in a process of giving that to yourself. So that's your current card. That's what I'm getting as far as your current card here. Now we're going to have another current. We're going to get the second week. We're going to get the third week. We want to see if there's going to be any type of activity that's going to come out here for you anywhere between the time of now and New Year's, whether it's you meeting someone new or if there's going to be someone from your past. That's the whole, you know, basis of these reads. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's going to come out. Let's get another current. Now that's basically kind of said how you're feeling of activity that could happen this week. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming out here for Sagittarius. The algorithm is so shot to hell, y'all. So please excuse it. All right. So here you guys have the Judgment in reverse, and you have the 6 of Pentacles. This is crazy. You guys, you're a little, you don't really know what you want. Okay. Sorry, let me pull my chair up. You really don't know what you want. I feel like you are wanting someone to come in. I'm not going to say that you want them to rescue you. I'm not going to say that. I don't think that this is what it's saying. I feel like, let's just be honest. And at this moment, you're like, I wonder if this person is going to communicate with me and tell me Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. So I just want to know. I want to know if they're going to do that. I want to know if they care enough. Now, the closer we get to the holidays, you may actually be in that energy. I just want to know if they care enough that they're going to say Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. I just want to know, because some of you guys are waiting. I'm not saying that you're waiting by the phone. I'm saying that some of you guys are waiting for some type of text or some type of phone call from someone from your past. That's what I see. I don't see your past here, though. I do believe that there will be communication somewhere in the future. That part I do see. But you are so out, you're so done with the foolishness with this person because you're side-eyeing the hell out of them. But there's this curiosity of you're wondering if they're going to actually call you or communicate with you when it comes down to the holidays, stuff like that. That's the energy that I'm getting currently. And that's now into Saturday. Moving into Saturday, that's what I'm saying. Okay? So some of you guys like just waiting. Like, let me just see if this person is going to actually say something to me. Let me just see if they're going to call and communicate. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with the holidays, a lot of you guys are just waiting to see if this person is going to call you anyway. And it does have something to do with the past. I got the Judgment card there. Even though it's pretty weird, though, because the Judgment card is in reverse. This is making me feel, I'm telling you right now. Now, a lot of you guys wanted to come for me. I already told y'all, your past is in your reading. Like, I get that you're skeptical about this person. And everyone is going to be reacting differently. But if I've given you your reading and I told you that you're going to be acting on their actions, you're going to be like, okay, they're going to say they want to go out. You're going to go out. And I've told some of you guys that as much as you've been kicking and screaming and saying, oh, no, that's not true. Yes. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. I'm like undefeated in this. Like, are you for real? And I'm not saying it in this way. I'm talking about for you. It's going to be different for how you guys are going to proceed when this individual tried to come back up in here. And some of you guys really are side-eyeing the hell out of this person. So I don't see everybody falling for it. I just don't. But just be prepared for their entry. You already know the way that this person moved. You already know that they disappear and come back up in here. You guys already know that they do stuff like that. So that's part of the reason why I believe that you're waiting. And then you're probably like, okay, well, if they say something for Christmas, like, are they going to express it? Like, are they going to give me something? Do they want to take me out? It's something like that. Because I feel like the call that you're expecting, you are expecting some type of action behind it. Now, let's get next week. Now, this is where it starts to get really juicy. We're going to go ahead and get into next week. Now, this is the week of Christmas. This is going to be the week of the 21st to the 27th. Okay. Now, we're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Sagittarius. Now, let's see what's happening here as far as action for Sagittarius. Unbelievable. You guys got the two of cups. That is crazy. Now, I get it. Some of you guys are not in connection. You're like, that cannot be happening next week. Okay, no. No, but I'll tell you what this means. Some of you guys have Virgo in your chart because this card came out the exact same way for Virgo. Literally the exact same way. It wasn't in this spot, though. Okay? Closer, though. Closer. There's where the third card, I think it was third or the fourth card. For you, it's the second. Now, I literally just told you that the person from the past was going to come back. Now, if you're not even remotely dealing with anybody from the past, let's just say you're like, I don't have a past. Baby, there's somebody here. Okay. The Emperor is in reverse. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the two of Cups came out, and that's letting me know that there is some type of engagement, meaning not engagement as far as like getting married, but you are engaging with someone. Be really crazy if you end up just meeting someone randomly, on Monday, the week of Christmas. Right? I don't know, the time is a little bit different, but that would be crazy if that happens. For most of you, though, I'm telling you, it is someone that you already know. Hands down. Now, remember when I said before, a lot of you guys are going to kick and scream when I say that you're going to end up actually entertaining this person? Oh, no, you're going to do that Because again, your energy is pulling this person in. Your reading started off with you are expecting something. You're still desiring, you're still wanting them. And from them, energetically, they're like, what is Sagittarius doing? Let me call Sagittarius. I don't know, for some odd reason, I'm thinking about them. Now you're putting your feelings that you have on you, all of a sudden it's starting to rub off on them, and then they start calling you, and you're doing this. It's not real manifesting. You're manifesting this person right back in your life, especially if you don't want to deal with them. You're manifesting this person right back in your life because you're thinking about them. I'm not saying you're thinking about them, but you're thinking about them enough to pull this mofo back up in here. Okay? We are nowhere near done. Let's go ahead and get, because we have to really get into it with your person, because they came out. Now, we're going to go ahead and get to the week of New Year's. Now, this is spot in the middle, dead in the middle of Christmas and New Year's. This is most likely when you guys can get calls the most. This is just what happens. This is going to be between the 28th and the 3rd. And then we're going to see what comes out, and then we're going to get your person. Now, let's see what comes out here. This is going to be for Sagittarius. This is the week of 28th and the 3rd of January. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. Get out of here. If you've watched all 3 videos, you'll notice that this card came out with every video. Now, yours is coming out in a different placement. It's coming out in the house. This person is going to be at your house, babe. This ain't got nothing to do with gatherings for you. You thought I was going to say that. Maybe you didn't, because you probably didn't hear me when I was doing those reads. With them, this is like gatherings. Okay? Events, that type of stuff. Being with family where they may receive the communication when they're with their family. For you, no, this person is dead in your home. Your home, or you're going to be at their house. I'm sorry, this is just what I see. That is how deep this is going. And the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck is like you're trying to fight it. There's mental conflict here where you're like, okay, why am I telling this person I will see them? Why am I telling them yes? Why am I saying I could go out with this person? Why am I doing that? I told you, you've drew this person back into your life. And it is almost as if nothing has happened, because I see y'all like sitting, I see y'all looking at each other in each other's eyes across the table. Single people, if you're not dealing with nobody from the past, baby, I love that for you. I love the fact that you're going to be talking to somebody soon. And that could be, for you, it could be like an event. You go out, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas and New Year's, but we're kind of make-believing right now because we are saying that these are the events that's going to happen. That could very well happen somewhere in spring for you. Okay. But again, we got a lot of gathering energy here. Family and friends gathering. We got 2 major holidays coming up, so I'm just going to go with it. So for you single people, you're definitely going to be meeting somebody. So this is not saying that this isn't your reading either. I'm just saying it as far as a past person, because there's too much conflict here, and I'm seeing somebody in the house full blown. And the very fact that the mental conflict card even came out, that's letting me know that you're like irritated with it, but you need it. Because we talked about how much you or other people, you need to feel that touch from somebody. You need it, and you love the fact that this person is very much attentive when they come back in. If they have been doing this whole in and out energy, anytime they come back up in here, they're very attentive. They're always talking to something. You need that. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to make you fall. This is crazy because we haven't gotten to the reading yet. Let's get to their energy. Because I see it. I'm sorry, Sag. Y'all be in my comments talking about, oh, that's not true. And I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. People who have been here forever know not to argue with me. Okay. Let's see if I can describe who this person is. Okay. Now, some of you, I get like a little hint of some of you guys. Like a little hint. I don't really see this too much because I don't get a lot of people who are married that watch, but I do try to say it every now and then. If you guys are married, if you are in a committed relationship, I'll say even committed relationship. If you guys are in a committed relationship, there it is again. I shuffled the cards. And this is at the bottom of the deck again. Y'all got a connection coming up in here. Anyway, if you guys are in a connection, if you're married, that type of thing, There's just someone who believes that they are sacrificing too much in this marriage, sacrificing too much in this connection, where it's like, I'm doing everything I can to try to make this work. And so there's also some suspicious energy where someone could believe that somebody could be doing something, but it hasn't been spoken, it hasn't been said. You know what I mean? Let's get your person of interest or your person, whoever this is. Let's see whether they're new or someone from the past. Let's see what comes out. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Oof. Ace of Wands in the reverse, and you guys had the Nine of Swords in the reverse. If you are dealing with someone that you know, they want this to work, y'all, or they're going to try to make up for what they've done. I'm not saying that the relationship is going to work. I'm not saying that. I just think that, you know, sometimes people could just feel guilty about something like they've done some reflecting. I think that someone has done some reflecting and they're like, okay, you know what? I've been knowing Sagittarius for yada, 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 how many years, how many months, whatever. I've been knowing him for a while. We kind of like, we really, you know, clicked. And so I feel like the person is trying to like kind of had, even if it's not full-blown connection. Even if it's not a full-blown connection, I feel like the person in some way is trying to get back what you guys had, right? Because I think that from what I'm hearing, is like they like the conversation. Y'all love, you know, the jokes that you made. You know, you had some good times. You really did. You had some good times. And, you know, I can't deny that. That's what I'm seeing in this reading. So I do feel like this person does feel somewhat of guilt. But if I had to be 100 with you, I don't necessarily see this going the way that you want to. I mean, at least right now. I mean, I'm saying right now, I just do not. I feel like there needs to be some time for someone to grow. If you guys are in a committed relationship, it just doesn't look good. Like, I'm not even like talk about that. Like, it just doesn't look good if you're in a committed relationship, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. That's gonna be up to you to make a decision about how this is gonna work between you and your spouse or someone that you are, you know, in a long term. I don't really talk about that type of stuff because who am I to tell you that you're going to be breaking up with your person? Like, nobody. Okay. But single people, this is way easier because for you, you're not really in it. It's like you just have a decision to make if you even want to entertain this person. Again, like I said before, I know for a fact you're going to entertain it based off of what I see. For some of you, of course. But I just feel like you're like beating yourself up over it. Like you're beating yourself up over the fact, there it is again, where I'm getting that same energy where you're beating yourself up with the fact that you even want them. It's like, I mean, come on. If you've been with this person for a while, it makes sense where you want them. Like kind of take it easy on yourself. Okay. I don't really see you diving in this person's arms like that though. I really don't. I don't see you like, oh God, I missed you. No, not seeing that. I mean, it may come out in a minute, but I'm not seeing it right now. I just see that you're still kind of like standoffish and you're like listening and watching. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. That is just so crazy to me. Anyway, Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They just didn't give you what you wanted. And do I still see that do I see that they're going to give you what you want in the short term? Maybe a month. I just feel like they're not going to be consistent enough. I just don't see it. I feel like based off of what I'm seeing, you're not going to be wanting to put too much of your time into this. I think it's like jail, right? You've done enough mental time and emotional time with this person. And to me, it's like now you are, and it's interesting because on here, I'm not even looking at the cards meaning, but on here, it literally says something. It says giving up too soon. That's the opposite. You didn't. You did not. You didn't. But if we were saying that conflict part, that conflict is the only reason why you're picking up the phone anyway, because you're like, okay, let me just see, because I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. Let me just see, give them a little bit of my energy, a little bit of my time. Let me just see what they want. The thing is, you really didn't give up soon, though. You really didn't. A lot of y'all been hanging in here for a very, 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 very long time, y'all. And when it comes down to your person, unfortunately, I just don't think that they have what it takes. I feel like they don't put enough effort in it to make this connection work the way that you are wanting. Because again, you are starving for affection. There's going to be a whole new world for you. That's what I see. There's a possibility that there's sex here. Possibility. If they're new, that's your prerogative. You do it whenever, right? That could be a month or so, 2 months down the line. But if it's someone that you know, it may be a little bit easier for you to put yourself in that predicament just because, you know them. Now, we're going to go ahead and actually do your future. We're going to get off them for a second. We're going to pull 2 cards, and then we're going to get to the Oracle. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out. This is for Sag. Let's get 2. 2 cards for Sag. Okay, you got 3. 5 of Swords in an upright now. Remember, it was in reverse earlier. It's in an upright. No, disagreements. I'm telling you, it's just not going to work. And then here you got the 7 of Swords. You can't trust them. Ooh. Baby, that trust factor, it's just jacking y'all up big time. You like, because there's somebody else around. It's funny because I feel like you already start opening up your options to people, or you will be opening up your options. So you got people around, people that you could be a little interested in where you're talking to them, but you're not full blown because you still got to heal, right? You won't, it's something about their energy that you won't be able to trust. It's like you can't trust them anymore. Like you can't undo it. You can't undo it. Like, I do see that this person is going to try to get your attention. I really do. You got a new person here, by the way. Pop up. Okay, I love that. But I do see that the past person is going to attempt to get your attention, that type of stuff. But this person's, y'all been in relationships that have, and I don't want to say it in this way because I don't want to say damage as if you're damaged, but it damaged your perception of relationships. And so it's moving forward too. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that, people come into your life and you're kind of like, I don't know. Like you're so heavily guarded and protected over yourself. Now it's not fun, right? Like the person that you're talking to, it's not the fun Sagittarius. It's not the bubbly, Sagittarius that, people would have known back in the day before you've experienced all this heartbreak and disappointment. So I do want you to have enough balance in your connections that you get in. Don't be so reserved that now you just kind of, you're not even fun. You know what I mean? It's just dry, and the person likes you. They think you're attractive, but then they can smell the wound, right? They can just smell it. They already know. And the only people that you're going to really attract with that are people anyway that are wolves. Right? People who are going to tear you apart even more. So there definitely needs to be like a healing aspect here with you before you even start dating, but you will. I do see a new person here. But as far as what has been happening, no ma'am, no sir. No. They're around, but I just don't, you're not going to be able to trust them. Or it's just like they're going to start doing things that's going to make you start saying, okay, here we go again. Like I'm not seeing it the way that you want it to be. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's going to come out here with the oracles, which is always fun. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see. Sagittarius. Okay. Oof. Frustration. Baby, this is so true. I'm telling you. Running out of time, negative emotions, don't know what to do. Did not tell you. Ooh, baby, this is going to be frustrating. There's a stormy days. I'm telling you, y'all think that y'all out of it and you are not. I'm telling you, you're going to be tested. I don't think that this person is going to make it easy for you. That's just what I'm saying. I don't think that this person is going to make it easy for you to walk away. Because some of y'all, you know, you're still got your emotions tied up in this person anyway, even if you're trying to escape it. But I do feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's just the reality of it. It's just this person is frustrating the hell out of you. Some of you guys, it's not even about a past person. It's just the fact that you haven't been able to meet people on your level, and you're frustrated with the fact of the options that has been coming into your life. That's been frustrating you. And it's just hard. Okay, so I would say, I already told you, like, until I don't see this really, anything really popping off in a good way until the mid of February. We already talked about that. So if you expect a date or anything like that, you know, just keep it light until you know for certain. Or then I say it. I said it's going to be hard to resist, and this person is going to do something. Natural charm, seduction, somebody who's just going to really put you in a place where it's hard for you to say no. You like attractive people. You love the fact that someone, you know, demands the room, that type of thing. You like that energy. You love confident individuals, right? You could be a nerd, but you just love somebody who's just very confident and sexy and attractive, right? You just love that energy. And, or they just got just very charismatic. You like that. But this is also someone who will frustrate the hell out of you. And that's what you're going to be experiencing. You know, that's just what I'm seeing. It doesn't have to be the worst thing, but part of this is really, it's remember I told you in the beginning about that mental conflict. It's because it's hard for you to say no and like actually walk away. You're giving this person the benefit of the doubt. You want to see what they have to say. They are laying it on, baby. They are not going to just come up in here and be like, hey, how you doing? No, I don't see them doing that. And for you single people, that person who you're going to be, that new person we talked about, they're going to be really nice looking, okay? Very much so going to be charmed. Your pants off with this individual. That is what I'm saying. But regardless, everything that we talked about still stands even for them. Okay? Woo, this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below in the description box. I will see you guys back here again a little bit later. All right, have a good night, guys. Love you.